Hi, today I'm going to be talking about the Mount Peel volcano in 1902, where it was a very deadly eruption to one of the Caribbean islands. Basically, on May 8th of 1902, a blast of hot gas, ash, and rocks raced down the volcano slopes at about like 300 miles per hour, basically obliterating St. Pierre, was the Caribbean city that volcano was on, which lay just 4 miles away and claiming more than 27,000 lives in a single afternoon. It was recorded as being one of the most deadliest volcano eruptions ever to impact people. It was incredibly deadly, resulting in the estimated deaths of around like 27 lives, like I said. And the town of St. Pierre, which was the economic and cultural center of Martinique, was almost entirely destroyed within minutes of the eruption. This led to a massive loss of life and a severe blow to the island's economy. Here's just like a picture that I found. I'm gonna like put myself like here about it. Like there's a lot of like drawings or so, because I know like during this time cameras and like color wasn't really a big thing, but it was a bunch of like clouds. I also found kind of like this is like kind of what the city looked like after the whole destruction, just completely demolished. It also did cause a huge, just widespread displacement of people. Tens of thousands of residents were forced to flee their homes, leaving behind everything they had. Many of these displaced individuals sought refuge on neighboring Caribbean islands or in mainland France. It did have significant impacts to human history, particularly the context of volcanic hazard management and disaster preparedness. Like it kind of shifted the way that people prepared now for eruptions going forward because of how deadly that one was, and the preparation for that was just so not as where it should have been, but you learn. But furthermore, the eruption basically contributed to advancements in volcanic research and understanding of volcanic hazards, and it prompted the increased efforts to monitor and study volcanoes, just leading to improvements in eruption forecasting and risk assessment, and what to tell people that live near volcanoes how to evacuate, like just a better evacuation protocol. That's what it kind of shifted the rules for. It was a primarily explosive eruption, it was by the violent injection of volcanic material, including ash, rocks, and gases into the atmosphere. The type of magma involved was that I found was Mount Peel's eruptions involved andesitic magma. Andesitic magma is intermediate in composition, meaning it has a moderate silica content compared to other types of magma, such as basaltic or, like we talked about, rhyolitic. And this type of magma usually tends to produce explosive eruptions due to its intermediate viscosity. And that's what then allowed for the buildup of pressure within the volcano before being violently released during the eruption, which made it so violent and deadly. This is also known as a stratovolcano by the steep-sided conical shape, and it's typically composed of alternating layers of hardened lava, volcanic ash, and other volcanic. Overall, stratovolcanoes usually have very eruptive behavior, so the hazards associated with the activity that happened with it fit the characteristic of what it is and what kind of volcanic structure. Okay, and then geologically, the Lesser Antilles Arc is a volcanic island arc formed by the subduction of the North America plate beneath the Caribbean plate. This subduction zone is where the oceanic crust of the North America plate is being forced beneath the lighter, less dense Caribbean plate. Basically, the intense heat and pressure generated by this subduction process led to the melting of rock in the Earth's mantle, resulting in the formation of magma chambers beneath the surface. As the magma rises, it can erupt to form volcanic islands, creating the volcanic arc characteristics of the Lesser Antilles, which is like the part of where Mount Peel, Pelé, I'm sorry, I'm going to say if I'm saying it wrong, was located. Overall, it was a very massive disaster. Explosive blasts and fiery flows wiped out the town of St. Pierre. Eyewitnesses' accounts and science tells us about the terrible loss of around 27,000 lives and how it was completely destroyed. It's lost some activity today, but it's been quiet since then. This eruption reminds us of how crucial it is to be ready for disasters and just help scientists and people going forward that study volcanoes to help understand and prepare for future volcanic events and how we can properly understand them better, but also properly with protocols being able to adjust to when we are in a dangerous position when they are very close to towns like St. Pierre was. But thank you.